How did our world come out unscathed? Today, we venture into the corridors of time to unravel this momentous era in history. Our first stop? The birthplace of the Cold War. The aftershocks of World War II, roughly around 1945, left a significant power void in Europe. The United States and Soviet Union, once comrades in arms, found themselves at loggerheads over its filling. This ideological face-off sowed the seeds for the Cold War. As we move forward, from 1947 to 1952, we witness the unfolding of the Marshall Plan. This American strategy aimed to nurse Western Europe back to economic health. Yet it was seen by the Soviets as a direct provocation, upping the temperatures of the already brewing tensions. Background: all footage is presented in a black and white filter, adding a vintage touch and heightening the suspense. In 1950, the Korean War started, dividing the country into two parts. One communist, one capitalist. This war deepened the ideological difference between the two superpowers. The years 1961 to 1962 marked a significant escalation in the Cold War. The erection of the Berlin Wall in 1961 symbolized the physical and ideological divide between East and West. In 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis brought the world to the brink of nuclear war. Then, from the mid-60s to the late 70s, we witnessed the Vietnam War, a war that was not only a physical battle but an ideological one, further deepening the chasm between the US and the Soviet Union. In the early 80s, the arms race between the two superpowers intensified, leading to an unprecedented buildup of nuclear weapons. This was a time of heightened fear and uncertainty. Finally, in 1989, the Berlin Wall fell, symbolizing the end of the Cold War. The dissolution of the Soviet Union followed in 1991, marking the end of a conflict that spanned nearly half a century. So what have we learned today? We've journeyed from the origins of the Cold War through its major events: the Marshall Plan, the Korean War, the Berlin Wall, the Cuban Missile Crisis, the Vietnam War, the nuclear arms race, and finally, the fall of the Berlin Wall and the dissolution of the Soviet Union. This was a time of ideological conflict, political maneuvering, and near-global destruction. Yet it was also a time of unprecedented technological advancement and cultural change. The Cold War shaped our world in ways that are still being felt today. It is a testament of human ingenuity, resilience, and the enduring hope for a peaceful world. So, as we reflect on this period in history, we are reminded of the importance of understanding our past as it continues to shape our present and future.